questions for Jaylin, raise your hand. We'll get you a wireless mic. Aiden?
Jaylin, you've played a lot of games in the Nashville area, I guess. Any advice you can offer to your teammates in terms of atmosphere or weather to expect or anything?
I mean, like we've been talking about like heat and stuff like for a minute, but I feel like that's not even something we focus on. We just focus on playing our best game. Just treat it like any other game. Of course I played out there a lot, but yeah, just feel like we at home in Blacksburg. Heard a lot of Hokies coming out, so yeah, we're excited.
Jalen, what's the key for this offense since you guys have so many returners? What's the key for you guys going into this first game? What type of things do you guys need to do to dictate what you guys want to end up doing?
Yeah, so it's something we talk about every day. We call it a double positive, and that's protect the football and create explosives. So if we do that and we just make routine plays and create explosives, we got a lot of playmakers and don't have turnovers, and we put ourselves in the best position to win.
I know you don't line up too close to the line of scrimmage, but what have you seen out of the group with Lath moving into the starting lineup, shifting the Moore brothers over? What have you seen out of that combination?
I feel like our O-line, they've taken a lot of strides throughout camp. Just the way I see them working together, and just from watching film, like you said, I'm normally running a route while they're protecting and stuff, but just watching the film, seeing how they communicate and stuff, I feel like they've taken great strides, and they're taking a lot of good coaching too as well.
We've talked about it a little bit, but what's it like to have Ali back? I mean, does he feel like same kind of guy? Does you feel like he's in a better spot than he was? How have you seen kind of him respond from the injury?
Any injury, especially season ending, can take a toll on somebody. But you can see him smiling a lot more. Like I just had a class with him. I came back from just now, and we're just laughing, talking the whole time. So you can tell like the energy's there, and we're just excited to be. He just excited to be playing ball again. So I'm excited for him.
What have you seen from a guy like Takai Heath? What has impressed you about him? I know he had an injury that kept him out for part of last year.
Yeah, that injury. Like he was probably gonna play a good bit last season, but he got hurt in his first play. But just seeing how he's grown from the spring and throughout camp, it's been exponential growth, and I'm excited for him. Not even just this season, but just to see the rest of his career too. So,
what do you feel like this team's mentality is heading into Saturday? Are you guys ready to go, and how do you kind of just focus on the task at hand, I guess?
We've been talking about week one for all since camp started. Just keeping the main thing and stuff like that. But I feel like I'm ready to see our D line try to hit another quarterback other than KD, and us be able to hit other guys other than our teammates. So I think we're ready. We're really excited and put on for Hokie Nation.
How have you seen Aiden Green develop and really progress this summer to be now backing up Ollie Jennings on the depth chart? And just overall, is there anybody else this summer that you've really seen, any of the young bloods that you've seen where like, wow, these guys have really improved?
Yeah, AG just stepped up with like maturity as well, obviously athletic ability. Like you can see that, like he's always had that natural ability, but just the way he's approaching like just this camp and the way he approached summer, just ready to work and get better. And, you can tell that he's taking a lot of, like, the advice that we've given him, like me, Quan, Ali, Steve. We kind of taking him under our wing, just trying to see him develop and get better. And also, we already mentioned Takai, but also, like, Chance Fitzgerald, Wiggins, Brody. Those are guys that they're still developing. They've made great strides over camp as well. So you'll be seeing a lot of them in the future.
And what individual goals do you have yourself that you've set and that you want to be able to walk out of here, whether it's December or January, and say, I'm super proud of myself. I'm glad that I did that and I didn't leave anything on the table?
Individually, obviously, I just want to do everything I can to help us win football games. Individual goals, I haven't really specific goals but I just know that as long as I, put in the work and approach every week with the right mentality, then the stats and all the other things are going to take care of itself. So I just focus on doing what I can to help us win.
What have you seen in preparation for Vanderbilt's defense? I know they have a lot of pieces coming back, but they still have most of the same coaches coming back. Have you seen anything in film that you guys might be able to exploit?
Yeah, we've obviously watched a lot of film on them, done looks at their personnel and whatnot. There's always going to be areas of any defense that you find, with game planning wise. But, Coach Bowen's playing, you get guys easy touches, let us work after the catch. And, Bayshaw is going to touch the ball a lot, KD. So our plan is just, execute our offense at the highest level possible.
All right, we'll go Andy and then Colby.
You've played in a bunch of season openers in your career. Is there an element of just unknown in some of these openers that you can't find out about a team until you actually get on the field and play somebody else?
Yeah, obviously, week one's the time where, they might have changed up a lot of stuff throughout the whole offseason, but at the end of the day, like after that first drive, that's when you get a feel for, what exactly they're doing. Is it different from last year? Is it the same? And, we're just taking that approach. We're just, just focusing in on that. But we can't really go off much. They got the same coordinators and stuff. So, like I said, we get to the game. And if the stuff we've been preparing for them is different, then, we'll adjust.
Quan Felton was recently named a captain of the team. You came in with him a season ago. How have you seen him develop in that room as a leader, not only on but off the field as well?
I feel like Quan's been a leader since day one. I feel like me, him, Ali, Steve, we all kind of like set the standard for the room. But I feel like Quan's always been a vocal guy. You can see it on the field, definitely see it in the meeting room, stuff like that. And, one thing, I voted for him. So I was like, man, because he'd call you out. Like, if you're not doing what you need to be doing, he's definitely good at holding people accountable. And, he's a great pick for a captain, for sure.
To follow up on that, he seems like a very quiet guy just by nature. Is he louder with you guys?
Definitely. He's not a media guy, I would say, but, around us, I'm not going to say he's always talking, but, like, he's very vocal. It's known throughout the whole team that, Quan, if he's talking to you, listen, stuff like that. So, yeah, he's definitely vocal around us.
Andy asked you a little bit about just openers and learning about teams. Is there anything specific about playing a season opener on the road, like going away from home for that very first game? Any specific challenges to that you've done during your career?
I wouldn't say challenges. I say it's an opportunity, set the standard for the season. Going on the road and winning's not easy to do. But, doing that week one, it can set a standard for the season. That's what we've been focusing on. And, like I said earlier, I heard a lot of Hokies going to be out there in Vanderbilt and in Nash, so I'm excited to see that.
All right, let's go to Zoom for a few.
On Zoom, please use the raise hand feature again to ask questions. And any questions for Jaylin? Final questions for Jaylin? Okay, Travis.
Any questions in the room? One more for Dave.
Yeah, I'm just curious at safety. You might have gone up against him a little bit in practice. Quentin Reddish is a true freshman. He's the only true freshman listed in the two deep. As a freshman coming in, to be able to have an opportunity to play can be rare for some guys. What have you seen that he's done to have this opportunity to potentially play for you guys this year?
One thing I've seen from Quentin is just confidence. I've never seen him go on the field and look uneasy. He's confident in the playbook, confident in, what his assignments is. So, if you're confident in what you have to do, it inhibits you to play fast, and that's what he does. So I'm excited to see him work this year and grow.
You guys good? Thanks, Jaylin.
Appreciate y'all. Yeah, thank you.